All right, listen up. I need you to picture this. I'm standing in front of a room full of the most influential people in criminal justice, and they're all looking at me like I'm some kind of miracle worker. But just a few years ago, I was the laughingstock of my own family, the butt of their jokes, the embarrassment they couldn't wait to sweep under the rug. They told me I was chasing a ridiculous dream, that my obsession with plants was a waste of time, that I'd never amount to anything. And you know what? They were wrong. Dead wrong. But let me take you back to where it all started. I was always that kid who loved plants. I mean, really loved them. I could spend hours in the garden, talking to them, learning their secrets. My family thought I was nuts. My dad, a stern, no-nonsense man, would roll his eyes and mutter about how I needed to get a real job. My mom, always the peacemaker, would just sigh and shake her head. My siblings? They were the worst. They'd laugh and call me the plant whisperer like it was some kind of joke. But I didn't care. I knew I had a gift, and I was going to use it, no matter what they said. Then came the betrayal. I spent years researching medicinal plants, pouring my heart and soul into it. I was on the verge of a breakthrough, something that could change the world. But my colleague, jealous and bitter, stole my research and passed it off as his own. Overnight, I went from being a rising star to a laughingstock. My family, always quick to judge, turned their backs on me. They said I was obsolete, that I'd never amount to anything. And you know what? It hurt. It hurt like hell. But it also lit a fire inside me, a fire that burned with a single purpose, to prove them wrong. So I turned to forensic botany, a niche field blending plant science with crime solving. People laughed at me. They said it was fruitless pseudoscience. I knew I was onto something. I started small, taking on cases no one else wanted. But slowly, steadily, I built a reputation. I solved cases others couldn't, using my knowledge of plants to uncover truths hidden beneath the surface. And then came the big break. A high-profile case, a murder that had the nation on edge. The police were stumped, the media was in a frenzy, and the public was losing faith in the system. But I saw something they didn't. A tiny, almost invisible plant, growing in the shadows. It was a rare species, one that only grew in a specific type of soil that was unique to the victim's garden. And that's when it hit me. The killer was someone who knew the victim well, someone who had access to their garden, someone who had tried to cover their tracks but left behind a tiny telltale sign. I presented my findings to the police, and they were blown away. They followed my lead, and sure enough, they found the killer. It was a family member, someone who had been under the radar the whole time. The case was solved, the public's faith was restored, and I was hailed as a hero. But the best part? My family was there, watching it all unfold. They saw the transformation, the barren lands I had turned into thriving ecosystems through my forensic botany. They saw the respect, the admiration, the sheer awe in the eyes of those around me. And they knew they had been wrong. But here's the thing. I didn't do it for them. I did it for me. I did it because I believed in myself, even when no one else did. I did it because I knew I had a gift, and I was going to use it, no matter what. And that's the lesson I want you to take away from this. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do something. Don't let anyone dim your light. Don't let anyone make you feel small. Because you are capable of greatness. You are capable of turning barren lands into thriving ecosystems. You are capable of solving the unsolvable, of uncovering the truth, of making a difference. So stand up, stand tall, and never, ever give up on your dreams, because they are worth fighting for, because you are worth fighting for. And as for my family, well, they apologized. They admitted they were wrong, that they should have believed in me. And you know what? I forgave them. Because holding on to anger, onto bitterness, it only hurts you. It only holds you back. So I let it go. I moved forward, and I'm happier for it, because I'm not just a forensic botanist. I'm a symbol of hope, of resilience, of the power of belief, and that's something worth celebrating. So here's to the dreamers, the believers, the fighters. Here's to you, because you, my friend, are capable of greatness, and don't you ever forget it.